Hello people. Hi guys. Hey, welcome again. We are in this denim shop and today I'm wearing denim, guys. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm wearing a denim shirt and a denim trouser. Maybe you can't see the trouser, but it's a trouser. Hey guys, welcome again to this channel. And if you are new, feel at home. And you are welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. And for those that have always come back, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always coming to check on us. We are saying thank you. This is a paper bag full of bananas because I love bananas. Now, guys, two videos have brought a lot of confrontation and a lot of not confrontation, a lot of what do you call that word? What do you call that thing where people want to ask questions and people want to wonder why. These two videos are those that we did last week about cheating, and everybody is saying, hey, who cheats who? And in one video I said, where do you source a cheating partner? Where do you source? You want to cheat, yes, but where do you get that person that you can cheat with? Do you wake up one day and say, okay, I have to go look for somebody that I can cheat with? Or do you have this person in mind that you have kept and said, okay, this is the person I'll be cheating with? Yes. Where do you get this person to cheat with? Where? So, it was a hot topic and that was discussed. And yes, people want to know why cheating, why this video, why do people cheat and who cheats? You know, no one can ever admit that they cheat. But we all know that people cheat. We all know that. And we also know that reasons that make people cheat are those that we discussed here. Yes, those are the reasons that make people cheat. So, as much as we are trying to say, no, nobody cheats, we know that people cheat. So now, today we are going to discuss children that are born out of cheating relationships. And with all due respect, we are respecting everybody here, but we are just discussing this topic because it concerns us. That sometimes we go cheating and we end up siring children out of these very unstable relationships that we were maybe entering into out of vigilance, and sometimes not out of vigilance, sometimes out of maybe love, falling in love with the wrong person. Like when you would get into a relationship with a person who is taken, but still you squeeze yourself in there and you say, let me fit in this equation, let me fit here and see if I can enjoy. There are people who squeeze themselves in relationships so that they feel like they can fit in there and they get children out of that. And how do these children grow? How do they grow? How do they grow? How are they taken care of? And by who? Are you able to take care of these children when you get them? Are you able to? Or do you keep throwing children to and fro to the other partner because you feel like he's the one who sired this child, so he should take care of him. He should take responsibility. And then he says, okay, you are the one who brought yourself to me, knowing very well that I'm taken, and you came and sired a child with me. I'm not responsible. So the child is like, oh, the child is kicked out of school. And it's like, oh, who is paying my school fees? Go ask your daddy. Call your daddy. They are given phones. Call your daddy. Ask him to send school fees. And the child calls. The daddy doesn't answer. And the child is like, but daddy doesn't answer calls. And you are like, hey, let me have that phone. And you call. He also doesn't answer. You write a message. He replies and tells you, you came into this relationship knowing that I was taken. I am paying school fees for my children first. And you ask, isn't this child that I sired with you, not your child? So all this time you are answering these questions and asking and answering and asking. This child is listening, and where does this child fit in? Where does she come in? He or she? Uh, whose fault is it that this child is hearing this conversation that is very sour? Whose fault is it? And when we say it is our fault, we as parents, we still want to defend ourselves and say, no, 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 it's not my fault. This other one says, okay, she came into the relationship knowing that I'm taken and I have a family, but she still squeezed herself in there. Then this other one says, you are the one who cheated me. But what is the outcome? The outcome is this child who is real, who is human, who shouldn't suffer. Because why should she or why should he? He or she does not deserve that. So you end up finding out that this child hears so much and gets to grow a very bitter child, and sometimes can even get depressed, because you know how kids are. You know how kids are, especially in school. Children will always say, oh, my daddy is the biggest, my mama is the most beautiful. And then this child will say, no, my daddy. But this one will say, I don't have a daddy. And the daddy whom I'm told by my mom to call, asking for school fees, does not answer my calls. And when he does, he's always quarreling with my mom. So some of them have never even met their daddies. And they're like, hey, who is my daddy? And when they ask that, you know, women are always bitter. When they go asking, mommy, who is my daddy? Mommy will strike and beat up this kid. Stop asking me silly questions. And let me tell you, these things happen. Let us not try to hide things under the carpet. They happen, and we talk to our children like we are annoyed, as if we are blaming them for something. And they are not supposed to be blamed for anything, because we are the people who brought them in through an equation that was very favorable. So these children end up suffering a lot. Sometimes they perform very well in school, and there comes a time when now the budget has to be discussed, and maybe they are going to the next level, like when they are going to high school, or high school, and the single lady says, okay, this man has to chip in. This is his child also, and the man is not willing to chip in, because he says, I also have mine that are also in high school, and I am starting with those. And you wonder, why start with those when? So these things are there. So when I say we discuss these things, and I always ask you guys to drop down in the comment section and tell us and discuss there, so that we share what happens. So we still go back to the topic of cheating, and we say, you went thinking that you are now the most, most of us ladies will look very, very nice, and we say, oh, we are better than the wife of so and so. And the husband really loves me. In fact, he tells me that he doesn't even recognize the wife. He is always with me. There you get a child. And these things start happening, and you are like, you are the person who went spoiling somebody's marriage, yet you are the one now with the baggage. So what goes round comes around. So you end up educating this child alone. Sometimes the man refuses completely. And there are men who also agree. I don't want to say every man refuses. There are men who also agree to shoulder the bills. And they are okay. That's okay. But still, other than shouldering the bill, there is this idea of I having my child see the dad every day, every night, every evening, every morning when waking up. Their dad should be home. Yet this dad is not there, because he's out there with the other family. And he says, okay, I cannot leave that other family to come and show up here. So this child has also grown up without a dad, a physical dad, because now where is he? He's always in the other home. So these are all repercussions of cheating. And I know that there's no one who can say I'm very clean when it comes to this, because there's nobody that is clean. People have got issues, and that is what people have done. People have decided to have issues. People have decided to have issues. People have decided to hide behind relationships that end up hurting the children. And people have also been hurt in such relationships, and there's nothing they can do about it. So we are not discussing here because we have a solution. We are not talking this about this subject because we have a solution. We are just trying to say this is the world today. The world today. But are we going to take the world as it is, or are we going to improve? Are we going to look at situations and we agree to learn out of them? Learning a lesson. Are we going to learn a lesson because of the situations that we are seeing? Or are we going to just give a blind eye and say, after all, they end up growing, and however difficult the situation is, this child will end up growing? Do you say that? Are you one of those who says that? That however the case, this child will still grow? Are you that person who says that? Now, however the case, children grow and they grow into adulthood. But what beginning will they give to their families also when they start families? What kind of a life are they gonna start? A child who was never brought up by a father will never know fatherhood. Yet this child maybe is a boy, will be somebody's father one day, and I don't know, he was never, ever present with the dad when he was growing up. So he also doesn't know what it feels or what it means to have a parent, a male parent in his life. It is something very, very unfamiliar to him. Yet now he has dated, and now there's this girl that he wants to marry, and he's supposed to give a family, to start a family with this woman that he has met. And there he needs he needs to remember how he was brought up by his father, but yet he did not have any father. He had a father, yes, but he was never present. So he has never had a relationship with a father. So he's like very, very inexperienced in ways of fatherhood and love and responsibility and all that. So generation ends up going from bad to worse. Generation goes from bad to worse because what you don't know, you cannot teach. What you don't have, you cannot give. You can only give what you have. So this relationship that we are ignoring today will end up becoming a problem tomorrow. And this relationship is very, very important to the generation that is at hand, because they need to be, acquainted with that kind of a life. They need to be acquainted with that kind of a life. So whenever we talk about cheating, it is a very broad topic. And somebody can say, yeah, she spoke about cheating 2 days ago, now she's still talking about cheating. It is because this topic carries one another like this, like this, like this, like this. It is a roaring topic. It rolls up, and it's like that. So because this leads to this leads to that, and it's like now we have reached that point where we are asking, how about this child or these children that are sired out of relationships that are not stable? How about them? How about them starting their own families also? Where will they get the experience and even the knowledge and the love and the understanding? How will they nurture their own small families that they are going to start? Wouldn't it be very, very difficult to give something that you never got when you are being brought up? So this becomes a topic that is very wide. That's why I'm saying it's a wide topic, guys. So today I just want to say cheating ends up being concluded as evil. It is evil. Even in the eyes of God, it is evil because it doesn't yield good results in the long run. It doesn't. It ends up hurting people. It will hurt the person concerned, the person involved. It will hurt the person affected. It will hurt the children sired. It will hurt the finances of the family. It will hurt the morals, you see, of the people that are concerned. Because right now, an example is this child whom I'm saying will start maybe a family and will never know how to bring it up because they were never taught. They were never, brought up in a situation that they would understand what it means to have stability, love, and understanding, and and may end up also cheating because they'll say, okay, I was brought up without a dad, yet I'm a grown man, and now we cheat. And when the better half maybe asks, why are you cheating? They'll say, after all, even me, I was brought up without a dad, and I still grew up. And it's not going to be very, very beautiful. It's not going to be very nice because they'll have no reason to understand that they shouldn't cheat because they saw it happen in their days while they were growing up. They saw it happen and it was considered like it was okay when it is not. We both know that, we all know that it is not okay. So it is a topic that should be discussed very, very widely, and it is a topic that we should look at very, very broadly so that we see where we went wrong and rectify at the right time. It is a very touching topic, cheating. But all I can conclude today is that cheating is evil, it is sinful, it is not right, even in the eyes of God. It is bad. You had better walk this world waiting for God to give you that person that He kept for you. Pray, and God will bring that person along. And if God finds it not right to give you that person, because there are some prayers that we pray and they are never answered, yet we have told God what we want. If God decides not to answer that kind of a prayer by giving you that person that you require, and you are not sick and hungry or lacking, I would say that let God take His way. Let God have His way in your life. But this is foreign language to the generation today. I'm sure most people watching are asking, where does she come from? She's saying, let God have His way. Yes, I'll repeat it again, that let God have His way. Because some things have no reason. They have no, some things that we try to do have got no answer. And there is no reason why you should involve yourself with things that have got no answers. So, subscribe to this channel, that is, if you haven't. Hit the notification bell, and the most important thing is that you like this video and share. But drop down in the comment section and give your comment. Let us see what people are saying. Let us hear what you are saying also. Comment and tell us what you think about this topic. And also suggest another topic of discussion. Maybe people are tired with this topic of cheating and they are like, until when are we going to listen to this? Suggest another topic that we can discuss in the coming video so that we change this topic, bitter topic of cheating. It's bitter. And maybe we discuss something that is going to make people laugh and feel good, because this topic touches many, and it's like touching a wood that is there, then I'm touching it again and trying to squeeze it. It's very painful. There are people that are going through so much because of directions that they took in life that ended up leading them into very difficult situations. And they are like, I wish nobody reminded me of this thing, because I've carried this burden for 20 years alone, for 10 years alone, for 7 years alone, and I'm like so overburdened and so tired. And now this lady here reminds me of these things, this topic. This is a very edgy topic that is touching on many souls, and we would rather avoid it. So I don't want to say that we can avoid it. If you discuss it down there in the comment section and you continue telling us that we should continue discussing this, and you bring up maybe a suggestion or a solution, we are still going to discuss this here in this channel, because here we discuss issues of life. So we'll discuss it here. So that's why you should always comment, so that we get to know what you are saying about cheating. What do you think? What are the repercussions? How has cheating affected you? You can just say, cheating has affected me in so many ways. I was a victim of this and that. And then this makes the video interesting, because I'll come and discuss that here in the next video. and people are gonna learn, and we are saving somebody's soul here, somebody's life here, not soul. Yeah, soul. We are saving somebody, because somebody will listen and say, oh, I'll never enter into an extramarital relationship until I'm ready, you know, or a relationship that involves cheating until, you know, somebody's gonna learn something here. So it's important to discuss and share, like and comment and subscribe if you haven't. This is Never Age TV, where we love people and we discuss issues of life. Subscribe. Bye bye.